I'm going to read my book to you. I don't have it perfectly memorized, so it's not, it's pretty close, but if you're interested. So it's called Relevancy. Make college free through relevance, rigor, and relationships. Larry Stein. Dedication to the students. I see your future. It's filled with choices, opportunities, relationships, and growth. With all my heart, this one is for you. Acknowledgements. Educator and confidant, my mother has been my sounding board, my guardian angel, and the only person who always believed me. I am forever grateful. Chapter 1, Current System. In May 2019, I had the opportunity of watching my niece Grace walk for her graduation at Langham Creek High School in Cypress, Texas. The ceremony was live streamed. It was inspiring. Every student would walk the stage and a hopeful look on their face. And then I thought about the students who weren't there, who had dropped out. It gave me pause. Nothing has changed around our education framework. We still have the same K-12 structure, even though the computer was invented and we're experiencing the information explosion. However, we do have higher expectations for students and lots of testing. Are we focusing on the right goals? Chapter 2. Go to college without spending a dime. It seems like the purpose of education is to send students on to college. What if K-12 prepared you to enter the workforce and start your career and your life? Bring the bachelor's degree to the high school level and allow students to spend 4 years in their content areas. Starting in 9th grade, they'll have 4 years of learning in their area of expertise. Relevance, rigor, and relationships will get us there. Chapter 3, Relevance. What's relevant to the students' lives, and what's relevant to the companies they will work for or start. My dad told me he was terrible at algebra in high school. The letters didn't make sense to him. He went on to run his own company and uses math all day long. Algebra wasn't part of his career goals or his career plan. There are many classes like algebra that all students are required to take. Some students struggle and some are successful. It's as if we have a one-size-fits-all mentality in our high schools where we have the resources for a one-size-fits-one. I saw an article that said there were 0 students proficient in math at 13 of Baltimore's high schools. It broke my heart. If no one passes a test, is it reliable or valid? Students are starving for choice and purpose. They're starving for an answer to the question, why do we need to take this class and how will it help us in our lives? Do you know these students, their interests, their ideas, their strengths? They're wired for technology and progress. They're born for today and they're good enough right now. It's us that needs to change. The system needs to change to allow them to reach their potential. I would love to meet these non-proficient students and find out about their interests and what they want to do in the future. Let's give them a choice and they can enroll in a math class that's relevant to them and the work they'll be doing. Chapter 4, Rigor. I define rigor as, relevance opens the door for rigor. I define rigor as extremely thorough. It encourages critical thinking and is engaging. It gives students a chance to practice what they learn and share their reflections. When students have a choice, they'll welcome the rigor. My 9-year-old nephew, Isaac, told me, I read a book above my reading level, but I was interested in it. I only missed one question on the test. If algebra is a class they need, it'll no longer be a problem if it was before, because they will know why they're taking the class and how it will benefit their profession. For students, there's no end to their wisdom when it comes to their future. Chapter 5 or 6. Relevance and rigor open the door for relationships. The relationships that I see students making with their I listed a whole bunch of people that they would meet that have actually had experience in their field. I see them not only coming away with degrees, but job references. Okay, and the last section is how do we do this? Here are some ways to bring the bachelor's and technical degrees to the high school level. So first, let students know what's available in your area. In Idaho Falls, we have the Idaho National Laboratory. They do nuclear research and other energy research. So let your students know what's available geographically. Next, take a survey and find out all the different things that they're interested in. You'd be amazed at all the different things that students are interested in, all the different topics and majors. Third, work with experts in the field and teachers and community members and people that have had experience to help them figure out what classes, like what would you need if you were doing veterinary technician, or if you're going into physics, or if you're going into nursing, or being a doctor, what are the classes you need to have? And then next, there may be some places you need to fill in the blanks. For example, if you have a group of students that are interested in diesel mechanics, but you have no resources, look to the community. Share resources with other high schools. There are brilliant people in every city, on every street. Reach out to them. There is an inheritance of knowledge that can be passed down. It reminds me of The Bridge Builder by Will Allen Robinson. And then allow community sponsors to be connected to student cohorts. You don't need to get money to be a community sponsor, but you can. You can give encouragement, information, advice, and time. Where there's a will, there's a way. The resources are there, and maybe there are some that will show up for us as we move forward. I can see a whole system of resources grow as high schools across the country work together to prepare our students for their lives. We can do this. We can educate our students at a high and rigorous level that will benefit them, their families, and the companies they will work for or start. About the author. Larry Stevens has been an educator for 18 years. She taught 5th or 6th grade for 16 years and was an assistant principal for 2 years. She got her bachelor's degree from Brigham Young University and her master's degree from the University of Utah. She is the third of 10 children and has 42 nieces and nephews, 52 now. She loves being creative